Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video here. So Bayern have drawn their last game in the Bundesliga. So Bayern season is officially over, and this was likely, and well, yeah, I'm confident that this was Lewandowski's last and ever performance in a Bayern Munich kit, because obviously, even though his contract, he's still technically under contract with Bayern until 2023. I think that it's more than likely he's going to join Barcelona. So yeah, man, Lewandowski, his era in Bayern is officially over. And what I've noticed about Bayern from the time we won the Champions League in 2020 is that our board has really failed at finding adequate replacements for all the players that Bayern let go. Like them letting go of Thiago, them letting go of David Alaba. I think that it's more than certain that, especially the midfield, like Bayern have really just failed at trying to find an adequate midfield replacement for Thiago. And I just feel like that if only, we would have been able to find that solid replacement, then we would obviously probably have never lost to Villarreal and all that stuff. But now it seems like that Bayern, I still think they're going to be in Champions League competition. Don't get me wrong. I still believe that, as long as we got Neuer, Müller, Kimmich, Goretzka, Coman, Gnabry. Well, I don't know about Gnabry, but Sane, I still think we're going to be in top tier shape. Well, maybe not top tier shape, but I still think we're going to be definitely a team whose Champions League window of opportunities is still open. And what's really heartbreaking about the end of the season is that, I thought this was going to be the season where Lewandowski goes out a champion, but the way how he performed in the Champions League, against Villarreal, we probably realistically would have gotten either decimated by Liverpool or by Real Madrid, because let's be honest here, this Bayern team, this is not a complete Champions League winning side. I mean, we have to be real here for once, and I think it's time that our board starts taking accountability for their actions, because right now, through all the reports that I'm reading on football Twitter, it seems to me that our board, has not taken full responsibility for their actions. And apparently, there's all sorts of reports coming out that apparently, we delayed Lewandowski's contract extension or something. And I hope it's not true, because if it is true, then it just goes to show you how incompetent the Bayern board has really become. And about today's game, I don't really have much to say. I mean, we drew. I mean, even if we had won this game, it wouldn't have even mattered, because it's like we're practically playing for nothing at this point. We already won the Bundesliga title, so yeah, drew. It doesn't even matter. In my eyes, it's a very meaningless game. And the thing that really just annoys me about this board is that, they never want to spend any money in the transfer window. They always want to spend either like they never want to go above the 100 million spending mark. And that's what's kind of frustrating, is because, you have to be able to spend money if you want to be able to be in constant contention for the Champions League. And I feel like that our board has really just not been doing that, So I think it's time our board just learns to take accountability, because, the lack of accountability from the Bayern board is quite shocking, especially for a club who was supposed to be competing for a Champions League. It just seems like to me that even RB Leipzig have a better functioning board than Bayern board, because I've been also reading on Twitter that, RB Leipzig, obviously, like, you look at their board knows what the hell they're doing, and I think I might have saw a tweet, a couple of weeks ago that said if only Bayern had, like, the RB Leipzig board, then imagine how many Champions League titles they could have won. And I think that is really true in a way, because if only we had a board that knew what they were doing, like the RB Leipzig board, then I think we would be in more of a top shape. We would be in constant contention for the Champions League, and I think we could have had multiple Champions League titles to our name, because obviously at Bayern, the only thing that matters to me is winning a Champions League. I don't care about domestic competition, DFB Pokal, Bundesliga. Well, yeah, Bayern still win those, but, I already got used to seeing Bayern win those so many times that what I really want to see is us win the Champions League. The Champions League is obviously the main priority, and unless we win the Champions League, then the season practically means nothing for me, okay? That's just the way how it is. So, yeah, man, only thing that matters to me is a Champions League, nothing else. And right now, we have a lot of work to do, and more importantly, the thing I'm still trying to figure out is who the hell are we going to play as a number 9 for next season, And I've also read a similar tweet on football Twitter that apparently there was a suggestion that Bayern bring back James Rodriguez and maybe play him as a false nine. And me personally, I actually would love to bring back James Rodriguez to FC Bayern. You know, I think he would be an absolute great asset to this team because I think he's done a fine job with us at Bavaria, and I really wish we would have kept him. You know, I don't know why we got rid of him, but I feel like that James Rodriguez would have been a very crucial player for us if we had kept him, and unfortunately we didn't keep him. Same with Ivan Perisic. We should have kept Perisic as well, because Perisic, you know, he's still performing like an absolute stud. You know, Perisic was one of my favorite Bayern players in the 1920 season besides Lewandowski and Gnabry. I think Perisic has also done a very fine job, so I don't know why Bayern didn't keep all the key players after we won that Champions League in 1920, because that's the biggest I think issue right now with Bayern's decision-making is they did not want to keep most of the key players from our 1920 Champions League winning squad. Well, with Coutinho, that's understandable because Coutinho, obviously, he probably would have cost too much, but we should have at least kept Perisic. Like, us not keeping Perisic was kind of really a really poor decision in my eyes, if you honestly ask me. So now, obviously, our midfield, I'm hoping that Gravenberch can develop and can basically develop at the club and be that midfielder like how he was at Ajax. And obviously, with us getting Mazraoui and as well, so I'm pretty optimistic about, you know, Bayern heading into the 22-23 season, you know, despite us obviously losing a key player in Lewandowski. And I think in one of my previous videos, I might have said that any striker that we sign besides Lewandowski is a downgrade. Well, I forgot to mention, of course, that, you know, unless we can sign a good striker like Suarez, even Suarez or Ronaldo, you know, because those are the only, I think, adequate replacements for Lewandowski. And me personally, I'd prefer Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'm still maybe holding out some sort of hope that Bayern can land Cristiano Ronaldo at the Allianz Arena for 22-23. And or maybe Luis Suarez, you know, those two quality strikers. That besides those strikers, any other striker that we sign is obviously a big downgrade from Lewandowski. And if you're a Barcelona fan, and once the transfer is official, then I'm going to talk about how I imagine Lewandowski will make an impact for Barcelona. But right now, this video is about Bayern, and unfortunately, I'm just glad that Lewandowski at the end of the day was able to win a Champions League with Bayern, especially, you know, after he lost that Champions League final with Borussia Dortmund against Bayern in the 2013 final. You know, after that, Lewandowski, he came to Bayern, and and ever since he came, it's been obviously a heck of a journey. You know, all throughout my high school years, I remember watching Lewandowski out of Borussia Dortmund, and then, you know, obviously, even though I was a Bayern fan, because obviously I was a Bayern fan even before Lewandowski came to the club. You know, I still remember the days of Mario Mandzukic and all that stuff, and I still remember that that game against VfL Wolfsburg when Lewandowski scored 5 goals in 9 minutes. That is obviously the most memorable Bayern game to date, is just that incredible performance by Lewandowski against VfL Wolfsburg when he scored 5 goals in just 9 freaking minutes. Like, I'll never forget that game. I actually had the pleasure of watching that game. That was the most memorable moment I had with Lewandowski as a Bayern fan, and especially his incredible 1920 Champions League goal scoring record that obviously can also not be forgotten. But yeah, it just sucks that our board has not been able to find the adequate replacements. I don't know why they haven't been able to do that, because you look at the Real Madrid board, they clearly have a way better board, in my opinion, than the Bayern board. And that's why I think they're in the Champions League final, you know, because at least at the end of the day, Real Madrid, their board knows what the hell they're doing. And that's why, you know, Madrid are still in contention for the Champions League, even after the departure of Ronaldo and Ramos. And if only Bayern's board clearly knew what it was doing, then maybe we would have been in better shape. But right now, at the time of me recording this video, just the lack of accountability from our board is absolutely just really disgraceful, you know, because as a club, we should be performing better. You know, our board should know what the hell they are doing. But I guess right now, that's not the case. But, you know, don't want to get too negative here in this video, because I want to be optimistic for next season, even once Lewandowski signs with Barca. But right now, man, our board, they just need to figure it all out and, you know, just basically get to work. That's what our board really needs to do in this summer transfer window. You know, sign, either push for Ronaldo or Suarez. That's what they should be doing. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. My take in the comment section below. And like, comment, subscribe, and peace.